welcome back to a hole in the ground. The hole that Wheatley punched us down. Which is also kind of interesting because it's just a pipe inside a pipe that goes on forever and is held up by little support beams. I really forget which way I'm going. This way. You know, not the way that the fire is. But look at how big this is! It's fucking huge! It's so cool. It's also absolutely destroyed. So I think this is where Aperture Science just sort of throws its waste. Because it's all just sort of shit out of butt. Like, it's just stuff. Like, this looks like pieces of GLaDOS. Maybe bits of other robots or whatever that she's thrown down here. It looks like it feeds directly from Aperture. So I wonder if that's where this fire is coming from. It's coming from the incinerator that we got tossed down at the start of the game. Look at this. I just saw that. So fucking big. I believe there's the portal through here? No, oh, right here. The music is also really fucking good. It's, I want to say it's like industrial techno. Oh, do not enter. Keep out. Keep out. I think they don't want me going inside, fellas. So, this is where a lot of the background, a lot of the history of Aperture Science really comes out. So we get a lot of story. So, the way they do story is through dialogue. So, there's going to be a lot of dialogue, so I'm going to have to be a bit quiet at points. Just to let some of the dialogue play, because there are some great moments in this section. Look at the fucking vault door. It's huge. Which vault is this? Vault 13? Vault 44? 76? Which one? I think there's 131. Is that a portal? A vault? I don't remember. I don't know too much about Portal. So the way this works, you hit this button, you got 4 seconds. You gotta do that. So you gotta put them in the right spot. Minor, simple puzzle, but still cool nonetheless. Look at this. It's opening. So cool. It's just being... I would have thought that it'd just lift, but no, apparently it's like it'd open out on a hinge, but no, it's just being lifted for a tiny fucking door. Can you actually see the mechanism? I want to see. Nah, you can't really. I think it just floats up. But yeah, all this, all that door, all this space for this tiny fucking thing. The way I think... So my reasoning for this vault door is they made it huge so they can fit giant pieces of stuff through here, like giant materials or larger sections of test chambers or whatever. They can just shove it through here, but then they didn't need that anymore, so they just covered it all off and made this little doorway. This tiny little doorway. Admittance to authorized. Keep out. Now I want to know what's behind that door. Also, is this a lock? Or is it actually the door handle? Because it goes right over the seam of the door. I've genuinely never been able to figure that out. I love that it zooms out. It's so cool. I still think the art direction is fucking incredible for this game. It looks so good, despite it being so simple. I love it. Love it. Look at this. This is just a giant cave with a bunch of scaffolding and bits and pieces. Also, warning, corrosive. Do not lean on railing. Well, that's leaning on the railing itself. Also, something that took me forever to put together when I played this on my own. This goopy goop, this sludge right here, is the same stuff that's used in test chambers up above in new Aperture. So if you recall to the light bridges, so when we were using the light bridges to solve puzzles or solve tests, there was the goop on the floor. Well, this is that same goop. I don't know what that was about. They just funnel it up there, which is so interesting. Also makes no sense because this place is still entirely flooded. Look at that. Ape science. It's Aperture science, just on the water. Look at this. There's the giant fucking spheres. So cool. They really know how to do scale. It's awesome. Aperture science innovators.
Welcome, gentlemen.
Yeah, I can read backwards.
Astronauts, war heroes, Olympians, you're here because we want the best. And you are it. So, who is ready to make some science? Now, you already met one another on the limo ride over, so let me introduce myself. I'm Cave Johnson. I own the place.
Shit.
That eager voice you heard is the lovely Carolyn, my assistant. Rest assured, she has transferred your honorarium to the charitable organization of your choice. Isn't that right, Carolyn?
Oh.
Yes, sir, Mr. Johnson.
Run
She's
to
the
get up
backbone
there.
of this facility. Pretty as a postcard, too. Sorry, fellas. She's married to science.
She's married to science. So yeah, that is Cave Johnson, owner and CEO of Aperture Science Innovators. So he was the original founder of Aperture Science. So everything that we've seen, everything that we've been through both Portal 1 and 2, has come from this dickhead and his assistant, Carolyn. Oh, the thing fell out. Right there. Fell out of there. I didn't even notice.
There's 1,000 tests performed
look at this
every
place.
day here in our enrichment spheres. I can't personally
frozen in
oversee
time.
every one of them, so these pre-recorded messages will cover any questions you might have and respond to any incidents that may occur in the course of your science adventure. Test assignment will vary depending on the manner in which you have bent the world to your will. Those of you helping us test the repulsion gel today, just follow the blue line on the floor. Those of you who volunteered to be injected with praying mantis DNA, I've got some good news and some bad news. Bad news is we're postponing those tests indefinitely. Good news is we've got a much better test for you. Fighting an army of mantis men. Pick up a rifle and follow the yellow line. You'll know when the test starts.
Well, I guess we're fighting the Mantis Man, because that's a yellow line. But yeah, so that's Cave Johnson. The handsome man in the flesh. And all of Aperture Science's awards. Starting with Aperture Fixtures. Cave Johnson, shower curtain salesman of 1943. And then top 100 science companies, 1949. Aperture Science came second. U.S. Department of Defense Contractor Year... U.S. Department Contractor of Defense of the Year, runner-up of 1954. And then U.S. Department of Defense Contractor of the Year, runner-up of 1952. So they fucked up. They got runner-up twice in a row. 1949, 1952, and 1954. They got runner-up every single time. Cave Johnson, shower curtain salesman of 1943, Aperture Fixtures. Oh, so that goes along with that, I guess. Local entrepreneur buys salt mine Cave Johnson to bring science industry to Upper Michigan. The future is here, and it's under the Earth's crust, says Science Maverick. Is Michigan not known for science? Do they not do a lot of science in Michigan? I have no idea. The people in my audience that are American, please let me know in the comments. Is Michigan known for science or not known for science? The Science and Business Institute of America Best Science Company Aperture Science of the Year 1947. So they won in 1947, but were runner-up in 49, 52, and 54. Interesting. Spirit of Idaho National Potato Board Award for promotion of potato science to Aperture Science. And that's the same thing for 1955. Is that also 1955? No, it doesn't say. Is Idaho known for potatoes? But I guess those battery-powered clocks weren't so useless after all now, were they, Wheatley? You bitch. Where am I going? That's always what you want to hear. Where am I going when talking about dangerous industrial science? Yeah, those mantis men is such a good joke, because they... Oh. It's that simple. Because, yeah, they did tests by injecting mantis DNA. And now there's tests of killing those mantis DNA injected fellas. God, could you imagine walking up all these fucking stairs? Your knees afterward would be fucking made out of paper. Jesus Christ. I mean, that's one way to get to the top. But it doesn't exactly lead us to where we need to go. It's a bit of an issue. So we need to get over there by getting over there. But we're over here. How do we get there? Portable surfaces. I'm actually gonna go to that spot just there. What's over here?
If you need to go to the bathroom after this next series, just a heads up, we're gonna have a
Oh.
turned up full blast and pointed at you for the...
I didn't realize I activated that.
I'll be honest, we're throwing science at the wall here to see what sticks. No idea what it'll do. Probably nothing. Best case scenario, you might get some superpowers.
Ooh.
Worst case, some tumors, which will...
Aw.
If you need to go to the bathroom after this next series of tests...
Wait, vitrified?
No, because in all likelihood, whatever comes out of you is going to be coal. Only temporary, so do not worry.
Coal?
If it persists for a week, though, start worrying and come see us, because that's not supposed to happen.
So you're just gonna be shitting literal coal?
If you've cut yourself at all in the course of these tests, you might have noticed that your blood is pure gasoline. That's normal. We've been shooting you with an invisible laser that's supposed to turn blood into gasoline, so all that means is it's working.
Great! So, they're turning my blood into gasoline. That's cool. So, okay, so there's a bit of a running joke that in this area, that Aperture Science Innovators causes a lot of health issues. I'm going to be keeping tally of them. So we've got shitting coal, tumors, and what was it? I already forgot. Gasoline blood. So gasoline blood, shitting coal, and tumors. Sounds like a good day of work at Aperture Science Innovators. Woo! Yeah! God, I love this area because there's so much flying around. The physics of the portal gun is so much fun. Just flying around using nothing but raw physics. It's so cool. It's the sort of shit I would do with a portal gun. There's a reason the portal gun became one of the most iconic weapons in gaming history. Up there with like the Halo assault rifle. Or the energy sword, I guess, would be arguably more.
Giants. Not here. At Aperture, we do all our science from scratch. No hand-holding.
Yeah, except the science is built on the backs of the Olympians, war heroes, and what was it? Astronauts. So yeah, they grab the best of the best people for the 60s, by the way. I would assume it's the 60s because all those awards were in the 50s, like mid to late 50s. So I would assume this play takes place in the 50s, especially given the architecture or the decor in that previous area that was sort of frozen in time. It feels very 60s.
All right, let's get started. This first test involves something the lab boys call repulsion gel.
And it just goes up and up and up until it reaches the surface.
You get the gel. Last poor son of a gun got blue paint. All joking aside, that did happen. Broke every bone in his legs. Tragic, but informative. Or so I'm told.
So they tested, what's the difference between giving someone blue paint and this repulsion gel? Also, I'm going to be reading a lot of these posters because a lot of them are pretty funny. Remember, this test is unsolvable without an Aperture Science portable quantum tunneling device. So the original portal gun. That's what it used to look like, I guess. If you have not received one, please find a test associate before participating in any Shaft 09 enrichment activities. So, I guess each of these runs a different kind of test, and because we're in shaft 9, these are all the portal gun tests. That's kind of cool. So yeah, they're pretty much all the construction markings. They all give you some sort of information on the world, or they just are a straight up joke. Like this one. Did you know? Aperture Science fact placard. Repulsion gel was Aperture Science. There's no science there. Repulsion gel was Aperture's first attempt to create a dietetic pudding substitute. It's true. The gel is a sweeter, slightly less non-toxic, so it's a little bit toxic. A slightly less non-toxic form of fiberglass insulation that causes subsequently ingested food items to bounce off the lining of the dieter's distended stomach and out his or her mouth. For various reasons, this product was pulled from the shelves. So it literally made your insides too fucking bouncy, like so. And the music flares when you bounce, which is so cool. So it made their stomachs too fucking bouncy that people just couldn't eat. It's like going on one of those diets where you just fast for long periods of time and don't allow yourself to eat, or at least eat any real foods. Isn't there a diet called a water diet where you just eat where you consume nothing but water, and that's supposed to be how you lose weight? I'm pretty sure I've seen that somewhere. I'm not one for diets myself.
I should not have mentioned the control group. They're telling me I ought to stop making these pre-recorded messages. That gave me an idea. Make more pre-recorded messages. I pay the bills here. I can talk about the control group all damn day.
It's true. It is his, institute. God, this area oozes with atmosphere, and because before we never really got a huge key into how everything was made and how the science works. In this, we can see the sphere. We can see where it takes place. And it's just got this test chamber just hanging out. And clearly it's broken. It's not supposed to look like this. Does that say lounge? It says lounge. But we can see roughly how it all operates and how it works. I'm not supposed to be here. This is not where a test subject should go. So it does that by showing you something and then going, yeah, this isn't the way. And then puts you back on track.
In layman's terms, that's a billion little gizmos that are going to travel into your bloodstream and pump experimental genes and RNA molecules and so forth into your tumors. Now, maybe you don't have any tumors. Well, don't worry. If you sat on a folding chair in the lobby and weren't wearing lead underpants, we took care of that too.
No, good thing we didn't touch anything in the lobby. We just kind of stood there. So that's more tumors, or radiation sickness, I guess, added to the list. Because I assume it'd be irradiated if it's giving you tumors. Whee! Yeah! Yeah, so I guess it's irradiated. So that's tumors, vitrifying coal. Coal shitting, gasoline blood, and yeah, no, that's it. Tumors, gasoline blood, and shitting coal. So yeah, you saw the repulsion gel worked by bouncing me out of the air. What if I told you it repulses everything? Much like your mother, it is repulsive. I'm sure your mother is a lovely person. We do not endorse such foul language in this coffee shop. It's so cool, because it's so easy to just have it only work on bouncing on the floor. It's like, oh, so it's sort of just a bounce pad you can place anywhere. No, it actually works by just moving, just making you bounce. And this is going to go on forever unless I stop it. I can stop it just by holding control. That stops it, but then as soon as you let go of control, it starts bouncing again. Oh shit. So cool. And it doesn't work if you just walk into it. You have to jump, because otherwise you're not in free fall. It can't actually move you if you aren't in free fall. There we go. Yeet. God, every time you bounce, it gets that little like in the music. It's so
Here's
cool.
some advice the lab boys gave me. Do not get covered in the repulsion gel.
Yeah, I think that would be a bad
Nailed down
idea.
what element it is yet, but I'll tell you this, it's a lively one, and it does not like the human skeleton.
Oh, okay. So, coal shitting, gasoline pissing, tumors, and something eating at my skull. My skeleton. My spine. I don't want scoliosis. I don't want the wiggly spine disease. I already have a wiggly enough body. I don't need my spine to be added to that list. Do not infer what that means. It's just a joke.
Keeps out the rats. Let us know if you feel a shortness of breath, a persistent dry cough, or your heart stopping. Because that's
Great, and now asbestos to that list.
good news is the
Fuck
lab boys
me.
see the symptoms of asbestos poisoning show immediately.
I guess Aperture is doing that because they're killing me with this, literally.
If you're 30 or older, you're laughing. Worst case scenario, you miss out on a few rounds of canasta. Plus, you forwarded the cause of science by 3 centuries. I punch those numbers into my calculator, it makes a happy face.
It makes a happy face. God, it's so well written. Say what you will about Cave Johnson as a character. Like, sure, he's very over the top, like corporate capitalist, who doesn't give a shit and is just there to make money and quote unquote progress science. But his lines are so well written and so well delivered by the amazing J.K. Simmons that it's hard to not like him a little
Your
bit.
style. You make up your own rules, just like me.
Oh yeah, we can just now place it
I
anyway.
couldn't fire a man just for being in a wheelchair. Did it anyway. Ramps are expensive.
I just realized ramps are expensive. Yeah, we can just place the goo everywhere. How cool is that? Granted, it's all like the same sort of splash patterns, but still, the fact that we can is what I like. Something I love about Portal is so much of the puzzles is just... Oh, that's why. So much of the puzzles is just going, can I do this? And they go, yeah, you can do this. And it works. And then it makes you feel good because you go, oh, that's so cool. I can do it. It's genius game design. Just getting the player to... They set you up with a thing and then get you familiar with that thing by like, letting you naturally go, can I do this? Yes, I can. Fucking awesome. And then they just let you do it. And then the puzzle revolves around you doing it. It's so cool. How many puzzle games, or just games in general today, do you know that just let you do? They let you figure it out on your own. And the music. The fact the music is reactive to what you're doing is so good.
Earlier had fluorescent calcium in it so we can track the neuronal activity in your brain. There's a slight chance the calcium could harden and vitrify your frontal lobe. Anyway, don't stress yourself thinking about it. I'm serious. Visual
Great, so that's 7 things.
actually triggers the reaction.
So we have pissing gasoline, shitting coal, tumors, something eating away at my skeleton, asbestos poisoning, and now fluorescent stuff in my brain that can vitrify my frontal lobe. Good God, I'm just catching them like fucking bullets. Like bullets out of the Aperture Science turrets. Jesus Christ. This place is gonna kill me. Yeah, I love that they changed the logo too. So now it's Aperture Science Innovators rather than just Aperture Science. And they also changed the logo. They really didn't have to, but it works so well to build the world. Like, yeah, it's old.
Control group Kepler-7, we implanted a tiny microchip about the size of a postcard into your skull. Most likely you've forgotten it's even there. But if it starts
Yeah, the water
vibrating
washes it
and
away.
beeping during this next test, let us know. Because that means it's about to hit 500 degrees, so we're going to need to go ahead and get that out of you pretty fast.
Oh, I can just place it down like that. That's cool. So, that one I won't count because I'm not being affected by it. But having a microchip in your brain that just burns at, what was it, 4,000 degrees Kelvin?
Alright, this next test may involve trace amounts of time travel. So, word of advice, if you meet yourself on the testing track, don't make eye contact. Lab boys tell me that'll wipe out time. Entirely.
Yeah,
Forward and backward.
that makes
So,
sense.
do both of yourselves a favor and just let that handsome devil go about his business.
There is actually a like a fan-made Portal mod, I believe. It's a mod, or it's like a episode or whatever. It's called Thinking with Time Machines. The play on Thinking with Portals, the stuff. But I'm pretty sure it's called Thinking with Time Machines, and it's just Portal, but with an actual functioning time machine. So you can like place portals with your so you like hit record, and then you do stuff, and then you stop recording. But when you start playback, I can't make it do that. So when you start playback, you create like a copy of yourself that does everything you did in that recording, and you have to try and solve puzzles by using that recording with your current self. It's so cool.
Catwalks between tests. The lab boys say that might be a fear reaction. I'm no psychiatrist, but coming from a bunch of eggheads who wouldn't recognize the thrill of danger if it walked up and snapped their little pink bras, that sounds like projection.
Probably is a little bit of projection.
Storm a beach or bring back the gold? No, sir, we did it. It's you and me against the world, son. I like your grit. Hustle could use some work, though. Now let's solve this thing.
Did Daddy Johnson just praise me? Anyway. So this is what happens when you cover something in repulsion gel. It turns into a fucking dodgeball with that ping sound. Fucking hell, that is... Ugh. That is very, what's the word? Not reactive. Oh Christ. It's very violent, very aggressive. But yeah, you cannot put this down now. Come here, you bitch. I can't sprint, so I can't catch up to it. Oh, there we go. Yeah, if I even if I place it on the ground, bounce. So, you gotta clean it off. Give it a little scrub. And there you go, it's fixed. Also, I love that you can see all the details on the box. It's clearly just... Let me just put it down. It's clearly just some wood stapled together with like tungsten on the outside. With a logo slapped to the top. Salt, asbestos, and... Contain? Oh, curtain. Salt, asbestos, and curtain. I guess that's the slogan. Man, nothing I love more than salt, asbestos, and curtains. What? Oh, because blue was over there. Yeah, that makes sense. And now we can just... there we go.
Science isn't about why, it's about why not. Why is so much of our science dangerous? Why not marry safe science and love it so much? In fact, why not invent a special safety door that will keep you on the butt on the way out because you are fired? Now you test subject, you're doing fine. Yes,
Thanks.
You box your stuff out the front door. Parking lot, car, goodbye.
So because of his rant during a pre-recorded message, he just fired a guy. I love that his answer for why make your tests so deadly, so dangerous? Why the fuck not? Progressive science, who fucking cares? It's so stupid, but I love it. And J.K. Simmons' performance is incredible, because he really embodies that.
Congratulations.
Fuck it.
The simple
Fuck
fact
you,
you're
why not?
Listening to me means you've made a glorious contribution to science. As founder and CEO of Aperture Science, I thank you for your participation and hope we can count on you for another round of tests. We're not going to release this stuff into the wild until it's good and damn ready, so as long as you keep yourself in top physical form, there'll always be a limo waiting for you. Say goodbye, Carolyn.
Goodbye, Carolyn.
She is a gem.
He's as dumb as a box of rocks, it sounds like. Yeah, so this is the way out. Surface, elevator to surface. Except I see no elevator. So yeah, that is the end of the tests, I guess. Oh man. But yeah, something to note is after we finish every test, we pretty much always go up. Because they're taking us to the surface. You start from the bottom and work your way up. As you do in life. It's a neat little metaphor that they've sort of built into Aperture Science Innovators. So stupid. I fucking love this area. It is arguably one of my favorite, if not my favorite area of the entire game. Over there, and... Woo! God, I fucking love portals. I love that they, in this area, because it's a lot more open and a lot more free, there's a lot more freedom to do stuff. So they just let you fly around a lot more. There's a lot more movement involved, and it's less just portal there, okay, go through portal, solve puzzle. Also, you notice there's now 2 pumps. One orange, one blue. I wonder what that's about. Control room. Well, we're heading to more spheres. 1971. So this is 20 years into the future. No, it'll be 10 years into the future.
Greetings, friend. I'm Cave Johnson, CEO of Aperture Science. You might know us as a vital participant in the 1968 Senate hearings on missing astronauts. And you've most likely used one of the
missing astronauts.
But that other people have somehow managed to steal from us. Black Mesa can eat my bankrupt...
Sir, the testing?
Right. Now you might be asking yourself, Cave, just how difficult are these tests? What was in that phone book of a contract I signed? Am I in danger? Let me answer those questions with a question. Who wants to make $60? Cash.
Me! I do!
Also feel free to relax for up to 20 minutes in the waiting room, which is a damn sight more comfortable than the park benches most of you were sleeping on when we found you. So, welcome to Aperture. You're here because we want the best, and you're it. Nope. Couldn't keep a straight face. Anyway, don't smudge up the glass down there. In fact, why don't you just go ahead and not touch anything unless it's test related.
So yeah, this is... So I guess by that... Look, he's older now. He's an old man. So Aperture Science was sued because during their tests, I guess a lot of astronauts died or went missing. And now they're under scrutiny. Remember, alert your supervisor if you see OSHA inspector, Department of Energy inspector, GAO accountant, I don't know what that one is, undercover police officer, nuclear regulatory commissioner, FEMA coordinator, ordinary police officer, journalist, public works inspector, MSHA mine inspector, ATF, FBI, US Marshal. And now it's just Aperture. They got rid of the science and innovators in their title. So this is the waiting area. Oh, here are the folding chairs that they were talking about. $60. Please take a number. What's the number? 426. Oh, man. It's so cool. Like, this area is way more fucked up. So, I'm not sure if I should say it, but... Okay, so... The intention of that message is found you on a park bench. Who wants to make $60? They're paying people to be here rather than it just being a contribution to science. So the inference is that because of that Senate hearing, they have been fired. They've been sued, and it's cost them a lot of money. And because of that, now they're just taking any old Joe Schmo, any homeless fuck they can find, because then they're not putting the quote-unquote important people in danger. They're just taking the people off the streets. It's Glutatos!
Oh, thanks.
Oops, I skipped that dialogue by accident.
That idiot doesn't know what he's doing up there. This whole place is going to explode in a few hours if somebody doesn't disconnect him. I can't move, and unless you're planning to saw your own head off and wedge it into my old body, you're going to need me to replace.
Yeah, it sounds like it'd be hard.
So what do you say? You carry me up to him and put me back into my body, and I stop us from blowing up and let you go.
Sounds like a plan to me.
No tricks. This potato only generates 1.1 volts of electricity. I literally do not have the energy to lie to you. Even if I am lying, what do you have to lose? You're going to die either way. Look, I don't like this any more than you do. In fact, I like it less because I'm the one who got partially eaten by a bird.
Touché. Okay, I'm gonna, oops, hit the wrong button. So I'm gonna pause there because there's a little detail there I want to note. So earlier on in the series, I don't remember where, but I believe it was before GLaDOS woke up, they mentioned that personality constructs require 1.1 volts of electricity to run. And GLaDOS just said that the potato has exactly 1.1 volts of electricity, which is keeping her alive. So it's barely able to let her function. So she literally cannot do more. She cannot do anything more than that. She can't do any more than just talk. She can just talk.
Listen to me. We had a lot of fun testing and antagonizing each other. And yes, sometimes it went too far, but we're off the
You
clock.
think?
It's just us talking, like regular people. And this is no joke. We are in deep trouble. Wow, you stabbed me. What?
And now she's just an ornament on my portal gun.
Hold on. Do you have a multimeter? Never mind. The gun must be part magnesium. It feels like I'm outputting an extra half a volt. Keep an eye on
Shit.
me. I'm going to do some scheming. Here I go.
So she did a little too much thinking.
Where are we? How long have I been out? That extra half
Still in the
volt
same
helps,
place.
but it isn't going to power miracles. If I think too hard, I'm going to fry this potato.
Are you fucking kidding me? I went too far. I didn't. What? How did that even fucking happen? Oh, god damn it. Okay, I'm just gonna talk over her now.
Murder. Oh, thanks.
So,
Did you
oh, I can't even pick her up. I have to wait. Okay, I'm gonna walk away so we can finish the fucking dialogue without it being so loud. I can't move away.
And unless you're planning to saw my head off and wedge
Okay.
into my old body, you're going to
So,
need me
something to
myself
to note.
at an impasse.
Actually, I'll just cut to when she shuts the fuck up. Okay.
It isn't going to power miracles.
Here we go. Now now we can actually listen to her.
Before we get a chance to burn up in the atomic fireball that little idiot is going.
And she raged a little too hard. Okay, so a nice thing to note there is, because of the portal gun being part magnesium or whatever reason they just gave, she now has 1.6 volts of electricity running through her system, meaning she can think a little harder than she could before, which is such a cool detail. They really didn't have to do that. It's so... it's such good, not only character writing, but world building and storytelling. It lets her be nerfed without her being completely useless or becoming just a joke character. Chapter 7, the reunion. Perfect time.
The testing area is just up.
Fuck.
The quicker you get through, the quicker you'll get your $60.
Hold on, who?
Carolyn, are the compensation vouchers ready?
Yes,
Yes,
sir,
sir,
Mr.
Mr. Johnson. Why did I just... Who is that? What the hell is going on here?
And she shut down again. So there's a little mystery that's now started. Love that. But I think that's a great place to stop off. Let you guys brew in the interesting happenings. I'm going to leave this episode here. I thank you very much for watching. If you liked the video or liked the series, consider leaving it a like, or just let me know what you think in the comments. Let me know your theories, your thoughts. What do you think of this area? I fucking love this area. It's so cool. Look at all this. If you're new to the series, new to the channel, consider subscribing. We upload every day, or you can join the Discord, where you can come, join the conversation, join the coffee shop, and get a little bit of a say in what we do around here. But that's going to be about it from me. I thank you very much for your patronage.